welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. It's going to be a scorcher out there today. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. All right, ready to go here. Up now for Washington, C.J. Abrams. That one ripped, but foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Trying to bunt his way on, and it goes just foul. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Sale, a former Gold Glove winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2.
The 0-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
That's down and in.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Just outside. And that's ball 3.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, he gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at bat.
James Wood in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Two outs. Pitch misses. Ball 2. Inside, just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So 2 down. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Out towards right center field. Harris after it. He makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Nationals leave 1, and now the Braves with their first chance to hit. We're scoreless. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Atlanta, and on the hill, the lefty, Mackenzie Gore. What should we keep an eye on here?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Michael Harris II leading things off and takes a strike. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. In the air, left field. Wood sizing this one up. Snags it for the second out. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2. Fastball is outside. And that one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swings through that.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
2 down, nobody on. And a base hit. Here's Matt Olson. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Riley off of first with 2 away. Smoked on the ground to second. Over to Lowe. That ends the frame. Braves strand 1. We played an inning. No score. All set for the start of the inning. And now Josh Bell.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Sale back to work. Right through there for a strike. Bell, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he's on at first.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Luis Garcia.
And now it's Luis Garcia. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. A lot of hitters tell
That's
themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a chopper. Albies throws to first in time. One out in the second.
Batting eighth, third baseman, Jose Tena.
Now the third baseman, Jose Tena.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
That one catches the zone. 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That's in there. That is strike two.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Runner on at third, one gone. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
So 2 down now, and here is Jacob Young. First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a miss, strike one. Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Murphy fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 1 and the Braves nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one's deep. Out of here! They must be going crazy in the dugout. And we're all square. It's 1-1.
aggressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Ozzie Albies at the plate now. That's ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike. And that skips into dirt. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. The pitch. And now it's filled up. Inside ball 4.
Batting 7th, catcher Sean Murphy.
So here's Murphy now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Fouled off down the right side. Tied up here in the early going. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
First and second, no outs. Here's Jared Kelenic. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. First and second here, no outs. Swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Foul ball still 0-2. In the dirt, but kept close. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. The 1-2. On the ground to third. Feed to second. That's one. On to low. It's a double play.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
So the go-ahead run at scoring position. Here's Orlando Arcia. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Albies on third with 2 out. That one fouled off. Oh, 2 now.
1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even now at 1-1. You're dialed into the show.
Well, come on, dance a little, what's it? Come on, kiss a little, so there's something about the way
On to the third
Leading
inning.
off for
Here's C.J.
Washington,
Abrams now.
Shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
And a ground ball to first. Olsen takes it to the bag and one away in the top of the third.
Now batting, right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Struck out swinging his first time. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And a foul ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
On the ground right side, and that chance handled. Fires to first on the run, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And Sale deals. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nationals go quietly. Still tied 1-1. Back at Truist Park, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. That's towards center. Abrams on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number one.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's Profar now. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Backed off the plate that time. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And there's two gone following the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Austin Riley at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And another ball. Sneaks through, base hit. And that means Matt Olson will have a chance to hit.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
No strike.
Just off the inside edge. Riley, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's in for a strike. And a count 2-1. And downstairs.
3-1.
Marcell Ozuna would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the last half of the third. Line drive, base hit right field. Around second is Riley. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe. It's 2-1.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Two outs, runner at first. Next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. He's already homered in this game. Pop foul out of play off to the right. That one at the knees for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1.
Well, these Nats doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Hit in the air, center field. Harris hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here's Josh Bell. Reached on an infield single his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And that one is downstairs. Now 2-0. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carrying. Out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. And we are starting over. It's 2-2.
In a 2-0 count, a hitter is on high alert. This is what you live for, to be in the driver's seat here. He got a pitch that he could handle, and he hit that pitch really hard. Nice home run.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
One down, base is empty. And that's in there for a strike. The slider that finds the mark.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
The 0-2. Ball one there. That one the other way. To first. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. And now the switch hitting catcher, Keibert Ruiz. And that's way high. And that's ball one. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Throw on to Olsen. And that is the inning. But the Nationals are able to tie things up on this solo homer. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the fourth. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Ozzie Albies.
That missed by a lot. And that is ball one.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one ripped left field. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for two. And he's there with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing. And a fraction of an inch different on the bat. And it is probably out of here.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's Sean Murphy. A single his first time. Slider misses outside.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
One ball, 2 strike.
Right side, hard hit. Over to Lowe. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not enough, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jared Kelenic next up for the Braves. He hit into a double play his first time up. And that drops in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
One away with a runner at third. That one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Cruz on the move, racing back. Way back, out of here. And they add a pair. It's 4-2.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases. Well, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, the batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Now it's going to be Orlando Arcia. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering upstairs. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Lucas Sims looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Number 68 also throwing. Next pitch is outside. Gore maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff. Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult.
Oh, that got him. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Mackenzie Gore departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
DJ
Nationals.
Hurts gets the ball now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Profar in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Arcia over at second. Harris over at first with one away.
Hey!
Up the middle, dive, and he's got it. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Atlanta,
Leading
top
off for
5, John
Washington,
Sciambi with
third
Chris
baseman,
Singleton.
Jose
And leading
Tena.
it off, Jose Tena. Sale back to work. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Harris makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Young in his 2nd season, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That one almost got him. The Braves leading by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground. Riley fires to first. 2 away.
Up next for Washington, shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. And that misses. 1-0. And that one missing low. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And now 3-1. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a
right
very
fielder,
aggressive
Dylan
secondary
Cruz.
lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Cruz up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Next pitch way upstairs. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else.
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with two outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Just missed.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. So 1 left for Washington. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back at Truist Park, and the batter now, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Braves really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And it is 2-1. That one is upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Now batting first base.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's Matt Olson down.
Olson.
And he pumps it a strike. Riley aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And that's going to be ruled a swing. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that's in the dirt. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Gets under it and pops it up. Abrams nabs it, and there's 1 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. That's hard hit on the line. Young racing over to make the catch.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Ozzy Albies up to the plate. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And makes the grab. And that will end the inning. One left for Atlanta, but they still lead this one 4-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top six up now for Washington. James Wood. And that misses. Ball one.
You know, these Nationals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. 2-1. Just missed.
3-1.
In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
1 strike.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Sale delivers. And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Josh Bell at the plate now. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Sale ready. And that's through there for a strike. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Aaron Bummer getting loose out there. Johnson, the right-hander, also getting loose. The 1-1.
Oh.
That one missed. Luis Garcia in the on-deck circle for the Nats. Two outs. Line to left. And foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. Offense held in check there. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. It's the Braves 4 and the Nationals 2. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Sean Murphy. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Next offering way off the plate. Action in the pen down there. Lucas Sims appears to be getting loose.
Ball 2.
Swings and misses. And the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
outside with a breaking ball.
3-2.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Bounce to the right side. He takes it on his own. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long
Now
at-bat.
batting, right fielder, Jared Kelnick.
So up next.
Hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And another ball. That one ripped. That's back there. And gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-2.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Base is empty, one away. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Way inside, gets out of the way. There's a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
This to third. And it stays fair.
Now batting.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. There's a swing and a drive. Out of here. He'll touch them all. Second home run of the inning for him. And they boost their lead. It's 7-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. DJ Hurts done for the day, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break. So they turn things over to the righty, number 68.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
One out, base is empty. Now batting Jurickson Profar. 0 for 3 in this one. That misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
He swings and fouls one off. And a swing and a miss there.
I think he was sitting off speed
One
there.
ball, 2 strikes.
Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. Profar is
Now
out.
batting,
Off-speed
third
pitch, and it looked like he just
baseman,
continued his momentum
Austin
towards
Riley.
home plate after releasing that. Perfect position to make a play and help himself out.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Austin Riley. First
One ball,
pitch,
no
not
strike.
close. That
Nope,
misses
ball
off
2.
the outside edge.
2-0.
Outside.
No, that's a ball.
3 balls, no strikes. Swings through that one.
Threw that fastball right
Three
by
ball,
him,
one
slightly
strike.
elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And now the count is full.
3 balls,
And another
2 strikes.
power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's 7-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Dylan Lee.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Second baseman,
Luis Garcia now at the plate, 1 for 2. Off the plate inside, and that is ball 1. Swing and a foul straight back. Up the middle, Albies whips it to first on the run. On the money, nice play.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. Breaking ball in there for a strike. The Braves leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. That one off the mark, and it's 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one missing inside. Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Jose Tena. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Two down, nobody on. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. And the Nationals gone in order. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Back here in Atlanta, Matt Olson up to the plate.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, a good first pitch changeup there. In order to be effective, you've got to really sell it. Good arm speed, and it's got to be down in the zone.
Liner snagged at first.
Now batting, designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. And that's outside. One down, base is empty. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Now batting.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And a strike on the outside edge.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
In the dirt, now 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Down in order go the Braves, but they're still on top 7-2.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Braves, number 63.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. And he hits a ground ball right side. Albies sends it to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And here is C.J. Abrams. And it's fouled away. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Albies over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Check swing, went around. That's strike 1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Curve in the dirt.
1 strike.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time.
Now pitching for
Back
Washington.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
39.
bottom of the 8th. Lucas Sims.
Lucas Sims.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Murphy.
And first offering is fouled off. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Jared Kellner next up for the Braves. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball. 1 strike.
Murphy stands at second with no outs. Next offering is fouled back. That's off the inside corner. Now 1-2.
1 ball.
The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Number 62 up and loosening in the pen. That one way inside. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one is inside. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out and a runner at second. The 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, center fielder Michael Harris.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
1-0.
And another ball.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Man on second, 2 down.
Hey!
That
3-1.
misses. 3-1. And strike 2.
Full count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Brings it in, and that's the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. At the plate, James
Leading off
Wood.
for Washington, left fielder James Wood.
Out to short. Throws across the diamond, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting, first baseman Nathaniel Lowe.
Nathaniel Lowe, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Ground ball up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Now batting, designated hitter Josh
Runner on
Bell.
at first with 1 gone. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
1 ball. No strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one ripped into right. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman Luis Garcia.
So it's their last chance in this one. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. There's a strike. Two outs. On the ground, and this should do it. Ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.